Hello everyone, welcome to the channel of Easy Ganit. This is Samir Sarvana, and in this video we are going to discuss CAT 2018 time and work questions of slot 1 exactly in the same way we have discussed time, speed and distance question in the part 1. So again we will be learning the approach of solving the question with 1 minute one question, that is main agenda, how to solve the question with speed, how to avoid making equations, how to avoid using the formulas. So in the slot 1 of 2018 there were 3 questions and we are going to discuss all 3 questions with a shortcut approach and without formula approach. Let's start with our first question, guys. The CAT 2018 slot 1 question. This is question number 1 of time and work. Let's quickly go through the information and then I'll tell you the complete the method of solving the question without making equations. See guys, again follow the same strategy. Try to make a structure, a rough diagram. Try to understand the timeline of the question. In time and work question, it is very important that you make a rough diagram, make a timeline of the complete question, get to know who are working at what point of time, who is working at what point of time. See guys, we have in this information that when they work alone, B need 25% more time to finish a job than A. The first information, the first statement is telling you about the efficiency relation of A and B. So please note it down separately that B needs 25% more time to finish a job than A does. It simply means that if A is doing the work in 100 days, B take 125 days to do the work. That means the ratio of days of A and B is 5:4. If the days ratio is 4:5, then you should know the efficiency ratio is 5:4. The efficiency is inversely proportional to days. Someone who is taking less number of days to do the work will do more work in a day, right? The number of units by a person who is taking less number of days to complete your work will be inversely proportional to days, right? For example, if you're preparing for CAT, right, and you are taking 12 months to complete the syllabus of CAT, and if I have another person who can do the complete syllabus in 6 months, that means a person who is doing the complete syllabus in 6 months is more efficient than you. Then that person who is completing the syllabus in 6 months is doing double of the work that you are doing. That is the efficiency and unit days relation. If someone is taking less number of days, that means he is doing more work. So days ratio and efficiency ratio are inversely proportional to each other. You can straight away use it as, if days ratio is 4:5, efficiency ratio is 5:4. That means if A is doing a 5 unit work, in the same time B will be doing 4 unit of the work. Now next information says, I hope you get to know the concept of efficiency. They finish the job in 13 days. That means this complete timeline is of 13 days. A work alone till half the work is done. That means by the time 50% of the work is done, A alone is working. Okay. Then A and B work together for 4 days. Okay. For the next 4 days, A and B both are working. And finally, B works alone to complete the remaining 5% of the job. So remaining 5% of the job is done by B, and this complete timeline is of 13 days. Now the catch of the question is here in the middle region. We know that 50% work is getting done over here, 5% work is getting finished here. That means remaining 45% of the work must be done in these 4 days by A and B together. And we know that A and B together are doing 5 plus 4, 9 unit of the work. And in 4 days, A and B together will be doing 36 unit of the work, which is 45% of the total work. Because 50% work is being done over here, 5% is done here. That means the remaining 45% is happening in the 4 days. So this 36 is 45% of the total work. That means the total work will come out to be 5 into 9 into 5, 9 into 4, 20. The total work is of 80 units. Right? Using this information, you get to know the total work is 80 unit. Now this 80 unit has to be done by B alone. So B alone will do this 80 unit of work at a speed of 4 units per day in 20 number of days. So 20 is going to be the answer of the question, which is option number C. You can see that this solution is completely equation free, no formula, no equation, simple. Use the information of the question, try to connect it, make a rough diagram, understand the timeline. You will be done with the 50% of the work. The rest is just to connect the information, that's it. Now moving ahead to the next question of time and work of quants slot 2. Just give me a minute. Alright, so let's go ahead, guys. Question number 2 is on the screen. You can see here in this question, what do we have? The number of, there are a group of persons who are working, right? And they are of different efficiency. Read the question, guys. Human and robots can both perform a job, but with different efficiency. So two types of labor is working. One is human, one is robot, and the efficiency of humans and robots are different. 15 humans and 5 robots working together can finish the work in 30 days. This is the information of the question. We are just noting down what the question is saying, right? We haven't started solving it here, right? We are first using the information what is here. We are just noting it down. The next information, it says that 5 humans and 15 robots. If 5 humans and 15 robots are working, they can finish the work in 60 days. Now we are supposed to tell how many days will 15 humans working together without any robots. So 15 humans will do the work in how many days? This is our question, guys. Whenever you get a question where a different set of efficiency persons are working, what you try to do is try to find out the relationship of efficiency. This is a standard approach of every question that you are coming across. Try to find out the efficiency relation, and the efficiency relation can easily be obtained if you try to make the same time. Now guys, here it is taking 30 days, here it is taking 60 days. If I want to reduce this time to 30 days, guys, right, what I'm trying to do is to find a relationship between efficiency of humans and robots. So if this 60 days need to get reduced to 30 days, that means if you want to make it half, you will have to increase the labor. Something which is getting finished in 60 days need to now finish in 30 days. That means you will require double of the labor which was working over here. So that means now you will be requiring 10 humans and 30 robots to do the work. Now see this, 10 humans, 30 robots can do the work in 30 days, and 50 humans and 5 robots are also doing the work in 30 days. Can I say both of these two labor are same? And you can clearly see, if I make them equal, right, 15 human plus 5 robot equal to 10 human plus 30 robots will give you this information that 5 humans are same as 25 robots, or you get to know 1 human is same as 5 robot. Now if 1 human is same as 5 robot, this 5 robot can be replaced with 1 human, or you can see that 16 humans are now working doing the work in 30 days. 16 humans are doing the work in 30 days. You can see that. So 1 human will do the work in 60 into 30 days, right? If 16 humans are working, it is taking 30 days. Now if instead of 16 human, only 1 human is working, the days has to get multiplied by 16, days will go up. And we are supposed to answer 15 humans will do the work in how many days? So 15 humans will do the work in 32 days, guys, and this is the answer of the question. 32 days is the answer, which is option number A. This is a standard approach of solving every kind of questions where a different set of efficiency guys are working. You're just supposed to find out the relationship between the efficiency, right, guys? Any questions that you're coming across. And the good thing is, in 2018 morning slot, they had 2 questions exactly on the same time. The next question is coming on the next slide. And in 2018 evening slot, same type of 2 questions exactly on the same pattern. In 2019 slot 1, 19 slot 2, exactly the similar type of questions again appear in 2019 slot 1 and slot 2 also. A very, very important concept, I would say. Now let's go to the next information, guys. Next question. Question number 3, as you can see that This is also the same type of question that we have just discussed, but here the pipes, right, the filling taps and the draining taps are working. What do we have here in this question? A tank is fitted with pipes, some are the filling and the rest are the draining. All filling pipes can fill at the same rate and all draining pipes drain at the same rate. So filling pipe is filling the tank and draining pipes are taking the water outside of the tank, draining the tank, right? The empty tank gets completely filled in 6 hours. Now note it down guys. 6 filling and 5 draining. 6 filling, 5 draining can do the work in 6 hours. And this time becomes 60 hours when you have 5 filling and 6 draining times per day. Now I have just explained you the approach. Try to make this time as equal. If I want to make this time to 6 hours, that means I want to reduce it by 10. That means my labor has to be 10 times now. So instead of 5 filling, I will have 50 filling pipes. I have to multiply it with 10 because I want to reduce my time by 1/10. If I want to divide the time by 10, I'll have to multiply the number of pipes with 10. So 50 filling plus 60 draining taps are doing the work in 6 hours. Now you see that I can make them equal, right? If I make them equal, 50 minus 6, you can see that 44 filling taps will be equal to 5 minus 60. If you make them equal, I'm straight away writing it down over here, right? These two equations need to equate it. You will see 40 fillings will be same as 55 draining. Why minus? Because these are the draining pipes. So the draining taps will be taking the water outside of the tank. So their work will be counted as a negative work. Anyways, when you compare these two, let me just write it down here for you. 6 filling plus 5 draining is equal to 50 filling plus 60 draining. You see that when I take this value over here, I'll get 44 fillings equal to 5 minus 60, that is minus 55. Minus sign is automatically coming over here to show that the work of the draining taps is a negative work. So here you get to know guys, 4 filling are same as minus 5 draining. So that means that if filling tap is putting in 5 liter of the water inside the tank, then the draining tap is taking 4 liter of the water outside the tank. This is the efficiency ratio, right? Filling upon draining. So here the value will be draining, right? The filling and draining ratio is coming out to be 5:4. That means if filling tap is putting in 5 liter of the water inside the tank, in the same time, draining tap is taking 4 liter of the water outside of the tank. फिलिंग टैप जितनी देर में 5 लीटर पानी डालेगी, ड्रेनिंग टैप उतनी देर में 4 लीटर पानी बाहर निकालेगी. This is what you have to use now. What do we have here? Now what I'm supposed to answer is that 5 filling and 6 draining. Okay, what I'm supposed to answer is 1 draining and 2 filling pipes will fill the tank in how much time? This is our question now. Okay, use this information here. 6 filling pipes are working, guys. 6 filling taps are working. 6 filling. 1 filling is putting in 5 liter of the tank. 5 liter inside the tank. So 6 filling will be putting in 30 liter of the water inside the tank. 1 draining tap is taking 4 liter out. 5 draining will be taking 20 liter out. So total 10 liter of the water will be taken out in 1 hour. If the tank is getting filled in 6 hours, I can say the capacity of the tank is 60 liter. If the capacity of the tank is 60 liter and 1 draining and 2 filling taps are working, 2 filling will be putting in 10 liter of the water inside the tank. 1 filling is putting in 5 liter, 2 filling will be 10 liter, and 1 draining will be taking 4 liter out. So that means if 1 draining and 2 filling taps are open, the water which is going inside the tank is 6 liter. A 60 liter tank with a speed of 6 liter per hour will get filled in 10 hours, right? So 10 hours is a time taken. This to by one draining and two filling taps to fill the tank. This was CAT 2018 slot 1 question, and these were the three questions of time and work. Exactly on the same concept, a question came in 2018 evening slot also, in 2019 in morning as well as in the evening slot also. We'll be covering those questions also. So now we are done with the time and work question of 2018 slot also. In the next video, I'll be giving you the solution of the other chapters of CAT paper 2018. We'll be taking average question in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please share the video. Also, please subscribe to the channel to get the updates about all of the upcoming videos. Thank you so much, guys.